everyone. Welcome back to another Natred review. My name is Natred, and today we're going to be looking at some more semi-local footage from some fighters up in Wichita. If you haven't seen the other video I uploaded tonight, go take a look at it. In this video, we're going to have Tarbh versus Rum. Rum's the fellow who reached out to me asking me to review this tape, so let's go ahead and take a look. Quick check of the gear. It's looking like we have a small round strap on the left, maybe a larger strap on the right.
Rum on the right.
Got a 40-inch Gorg bat. Looks to be a 34 or a 36-inch Gorg bat. And so what I'm looking for right now is good, clean intention. And this is a lack of it, like just kind of throwing. Like, this is good data gathering, but none of this seems like it's setting anything in particular. We come in, we have this little bit of a hop here. It's dangerous to do. It just locks you into a certain trajectory for so long. Get a good block. Come up under. And over the top for the kill. Good.
Tarbh 1.
It's pretty aggressive closing to a grinding range to use a 40-inch bat in, but having that longer weapon not only gives you reach, it gives you some more angle. Pretty light takes here, I feel like. I noticed this a little bit in the other video too. Okay, it does indeed bonk a little bit. I'm still seeing what looks like a lot of shots being thrown in the cold. Like, let's see if we can identify each one. So single shot thrown, no setup for it, not setting anything else up. Had a little bit of a setup into a shot thrown. Doesn't sound like we're looking for anything else. Let me pick up the leg and the other leg.
Rum 1. Tarbh 1.
1-1, 1-1. This is a hard habit to break, but I think that just standing still so often is just bad. Even just like a little bit of movement, just kind of bunny hopping the feet back and forth a little bit, pick a side and just rotate to it. You never want to have to be breaking your momentum totally loose to begin moving. I think it leads to stuff like what happens here, which is your leg getting picked. A little close on the stab. This is a shot that I was seeing Tarbh throw in the last video as well. This kind of big circular attempt at a backhand reverse wrap thingy. Yeah, this is just so hard to hit, and like, you can throw this so much harder and with so much, because like, you can't really turn over very far here, right? Like, you do hit a maximum turn point before you have to start losing range, and even then. However, turning your shoulder and your hand inwards, you can rotate much more deeply. I think the only thing you gain out of backhanding it is a little bit of surprise factor, which I don't think is worth it. Like, kind of a classic foible. Overreaching. Not knowing your range gets you thrown out of guard.
Tarbh 2. Rum 1.
The old phrase I always try to remind myself that I was taught was, you reach, I teach. I have to admit, these guys are throwing a good number of shield side wraps, like low quadrant wraps. I do enjoy seeing that. Rum here does a good job of getting Tarbh into a position where he throws his shield high and goes under. And that's exactly what I mean by throwing with intent. Like, there's a setup here, and there's a planned response to that setup.
Rum 2, Tarbh 2.
And now that we have confirmed that this is actually a punch shield, again, we're kind of using it like a simulated strap shield. I wonder if we're gonna see a lot of movement, because if you're gonna use a punch shield like a strap shield, you're kind of just setting yourself up to get the shit faked out of you. Also, you guys got to get some laced shoes. Two videos in a row, you guys are out here fighting in loafs. A couple of posted boys. Again, I think it was easy to pick up Rum's leg there because of how immobile he was being. This sucks because they're both just kind of at, like, yeah, good tap. Kind of
Tarbh
at
won that
max
one.
range.
Okay, Tarbh 3, Rum 2.
Yeah, just like this stone style of just being really still. Now look at Tarbh here. Tarbh's not being super mobile, but the feet are not completely dead either. There. Don't stop. Keep the feet moving. Weird exchange there. Let's slow-mo that one. What's Tarbh going for here? See, again, like this throwing backhand also, I feel like is what throws you out of position here. So you're trying to twist over and come back, and you kind of fuck yourself up. You're planning on coming over with the front of your hand. This chop could just come straight down into the forearm. I think trying to roll over with the back of the hand is too cutesy. Nothing. Leg. Shield, leg. Other leg, leg.
Rum 3. Yeah. Rum 3, Tarbh 2. Or, sorry, 3 3. I'm a bad scorekeeper.
So am I, buddy.
Yep.
Like, we were seeing some good explosive footwork here, but for just a second
Tarbh 4, Rum 3.
But so much of just standing still and getting picked apart.
Rum 4, Tarbh 4.
I saw the wrap. Wasn't super conclusive, but yeah. Oh, that was pretty nice. Yeah. That's a shot that's definitely easier to land if your feet aren't moving, but I still think your feet should be moving. You gotta get a hustle on. Like, this is cool, but even here, like, rock your feet, move a little bit, step in, step out. Well, step one, close your hand around your sword.
Okay. Tarbh 5, Rum 5.
Wonder if there's a plan here. Yeah, I think I just I can't mention it enough just how any bit of movement with your feet's better than nothing at all. I think that this is a great guard setup here. This is a very classic rogue style, like house guard style place to be, but there's not really much that goes on
Tarbh
here.
6,
Like
Rum.
you are totally like static, while Tarbh is more dynamic with momentum coming in and movement. There's no way you're gonna be able to get out of the way in time.
Tarbh 6, Rum 5.
Also, if you guys haven't figured out like your preferred plan for how to fight when you're down an arm, just come up with an idea and work on it. You should have a plan. It's probably not going to win most of the time, but you should have a plan on how you're going to win when you're down an arm against an uninjured board fighter. Just wild reaches. Like, forearm outside of the shield. Again, fully extended, off balance. And so a while, and it's a concept I've been working on a little bit. But a while back, I had this thought where I feel like most people would be better if they just did less. And this is the opposite of doing less. You know, this is exactly what I talked about by like trying to do too much. We're really trying to force it. We're really reaching with our arm outside of our shield, our body's all over the place. We're trying really hard to get this kill, and we're ending up throwing ourselves way out of position. And thank God we got that limb, because if you had gone through all of that and gotten nothing, you probably would have gotten picked apart along the way.
Okay. Simo.
Nice side
Who?
note. Let's check this out. I always want to see how people win when they're down an arm. We're gonna Zapruder film this one. Shot was in motion, but from really far back. Discretionary. Now this is what I'm talking about. This is how you use a punch grip right here. This is how you use a punch grip shield right here. Fuck with people. Got punished, but you looked cool as shit
Tarbh
all the
7,
whole.
Rum 5.
Alright, so got punished, but you looked cool as shit the whole time, which is the real goal.
One of these days, I'm actually going to get those stabs in. Eventually. Probably not on me.
You kind of threw yourself out of position there.
I'm going to get those stabs in. Eventually.
Yeah. A lot of people will do this. They'll like do this weird. I don't know if I can point it out real, but this is kind of stepping habit. Like they'll step in and they'll get real heavy on their front foot, real heavy on their front foot, real heavy on their front foot. Whenever you see that, I think it's entirely correct to go for a leg shot like this. And then it looks like Rum just kind of plays themselves. Like there's an easy pickup leg shot here. And this kind of leaves his shield out of the fight. I think he just really misunderstood
8,
the range
1-5.
there. Tiny bit of contact. So this is one thing that I do like about these big loopy doopy shots is like they're kind of packages that you can tack things on. And I think part of the reason why I keep coming back to when Tarbh does this so much is looks so much like a shot I really like to throw. But the way that I throw it is I'll start up here for the shoulder. It could be a fake for the shoulder, and I can throw for that shoulder if I want to. Or I can fake for the shoulder and go for this front leg, like where Tarbh starts here. You could literally just start up here and be like, whoa, and then drop to the leg. Fake that shoulder or throw for that shoulder, then go for the leg, come back up and throw something else, then yeah, that good rotational velocity there, momentum, can lead you through to other shots. I just disagree with throwing backhand. Double limbed.
Tarbh 9, Rum 5.
Okay.
There you go.
Tarbh 10.
I think here this is kind of the correct way to fight with punch shield. I feel like Rum just does not understand that he's in harm's way right now. With your opponent here is a bit taller with this big long sword. You are in range, buddy. Then yeah. And it sucks too because like this is supposed to be like one of the easier blocks to get. You just bring your arm over and nail the block. We're just chicken winging a little bit. Tags the bicep as well. So, final thoughts on the way out here today. I think that one of the things Rum could do, the biggest thing that I saw missing there was just kind of like idle animation footwork. Letting the feet go completely dead, and then once you're completely dead, it's so hard to break your momentum loose and get back into like good, movement where you're just being a moving target's always going to be better. It's going to make you more dynamic. Get shoes that have laces, or if you're really lazy like me, Velcro straps. Um, and I think that that general concept for both of you, but for Tarbh as well, just trying to do less, trying to be more conservative, um, less reaching, less pushing really hard to try to make things happen. Just kind of being more gentle and probing until you find the opportunities rather than forcing the opportunities on people. So often where it's like Tarbh is like, you know, arms way outside of shield. I'm leaned way far forward, up on one leg. And there's so much of that preying on Rum as he's just being totally immobile. Where I think that both of you could fall victim to somebody who's just very patient and waiting and trying to pick you apart while you have these little slops in your game. So yeah, I think that'd be the big takeaways from here. Like if I had to kind of bullet point things, one, a little bit more footwork for Rum. Two, more intentional, calm movements from Tarbh here, less reaching. Three, more intentional shots. Try to set things up first and then throw for them. If you're going to hit somebody in the shoulder, you don't want to start off just trying to throw directly for that shoulder. You're going to want to probe a little bit and see, okay, if I swing for the leg, does that move your shield? If I cross quadrant going to the other side, does that get you to move your shield? Probe for that information. Try throwing certain shots. Try like throwing, a leg shot and then for that shoulder. Just really anything that shows there's kind of a coherent thought process going on there. And then finally, just very specifically for Tarbh, I don't think that I would throw that big looping shot backhand. I think I would try to find as many ways as possible to instead roll the hand over the other way, just to have better biomechanical structure and strength. Yeah, but that's really all I got for it. I hope this is a helpful video, and I hope you guys have a baller rest of your evening.